In a Catholic school, the school principal has overall responsibility for ensuring the Catholic ethos of the school and that religious education takes place in a manner which the board and the patron would anticipate. But in schools today, there are special duties teachers who take on responsibility with the principal to coordinate a particular area, for example, maybe a science coordinator or an IT coordinator. And we would also then in a Catholic school have a coordinator of religious education. And that person working with the principal and working with the other teachers in the school would encourage and resource religious education and formation in the Catholic school. It will be financed in the normal way within the school organisation. The special duties teachers is a recognised position in schools today, and once the principal working with the teachers designate a schedule of posts, and once they designate a science coordinator or a coordinator of religious education, then that's catered for within the school parameters. The job description of the coordinator of religious education would see them taking care of a number of areas in religious education and formation, supporting the other teachers in their role with their particular classes. I'd like to see them resourcing the teachers, making sure they had whatever materials were necessary for religious education and formation. I'd also like to see them supporting them in the sense of the liturgies that would take place in the school and the prayer life of the school, that while the teacher would work with their own class pupils, the coordinator would make sure that the space for the liturgy and whatever might be needed to ensure prayerful moment in the classroom or in another part of the school could be facilitated. The coordinator of religious education would also be a link person with parish personnel. The school is an outreach of the parish, and the priest, who's the visiting priest, or perhaps a lay person with responsibility for faith formation in the parish, would come and visit the school and participate in events in the school, and the religious education coordinator would facilitate them and encourage them in their role. I also think that they would have a particularly important role in helping the parents in the area of religious education and formation. Particularly today, we have to consider that many of the children will be Catholic children and some of the children might not be. And there is a role for the principal and the coordinator of religious education to discuss with parents the religious education and formation of their children. The person would require some qualifications for this post. I think the first qualification would be that they would be a person of passion for religious education. They would also be a person who was committed to the faith development of young people. Their experience in the school in religious education, teaching the programme and with liturgy and prayer would be a very important part of the qualification for the role. And I think also that they should be involved in some ongoing development. They might already have taken on some in-service work, or they might enroll in a master's programme in religious education, or perhaps take some modules at least in a programme and build it up over a number of years. They certainly would be people who would be committed and willing to be involved in working out what religious education and formation is for the future of young people in Ireland today.